Okay, and we are live. We don't normally do these live very much anymore, but there's a reason for it. First of all, welcome guys to CBTV Idaho. My name is Tyson. I'm your video journalist for Construction Business TV in the East Idaho area. If you don't yet know, CBTV is a online construction-centered news resource. We center specifically on local news in the East Idaho area to keep you informed on all the construction and development projects going on in your local area. If you haven't yet, make sure you follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. So this one, we're doing this a little bit differently. Check and see if anyone's following yet. We're doing this a little bit differently. Normally I do I go online, I do a broadcast once a week to keep you up to date on everything that's going on week to week. We're actually going to be doing 2 this week. The reason for that, so this is a special episode. We're covering a couple of different road construction projects that are going on in Ammon, Idaho. We are also going to be going live tomorrow at noon for the ribbon cutting event. Let me look that up. The ribbon cutting event of the Eastern Idaho Workforce Training Center. This is a huge thing. This is a huge milestone in what is made available and what options the rising generation has for pursuing a career in contracting work, in construction-based work. This is going to make that possible. So we are going to be live tomorrow. I didn't want to put off today's broadcast or today's news report because of these road construction projects that are going to start this week. 2 of them, one of them have already started, one of them has already started, 2 of them will start this week. Wanted to get that information out to you guys as quickly as possible, so I'm doing that here today. And because this is timely, because I want to get this information to you as quickly as possible, didn't even take the time to put together a construction interruption report or a local construction job post lead for you. We're just going to dive right into the stories. And let's go ahead and get that done. Story number 1 is the status of the Ammon Road work. A lot of people are wondering about it and wondering when it's going to clear up. So the city of Ammon put out an update earlier today saying this: we've had some questions about the construction on Ammon Road, and we hear you. The construction is still progressing as planned. Workers must dig over 20 feet below the surface and dodge gas lines as existing infrastructure to install new lines. Loose soil has contributed to collapsing sidewalls and long hours of repeat digging and installation. So construction was originally scheduled to last through the end of September, and we anticipate that will remain the same. So it sounds like they're still on schedule to meet that deadline by the end of this month. We know the lengthy closures like this can be frustrating, and we appreciate your patience. I hopefully am speaking on behalf of everybody in the Ammon community that I would relay my appreciation back to them. I appreciate the work that these tradesmen and these laborers are doing to making our community a safer and more efficient place to live. So let's hit story number 2. Okay, story number 2. I don't have a lot of information on this yet. I actually will, while I'm thinking about it, make sure that I put you guys on notice. All 3 of these projects, road construction projects in Ammon, I have already commenced reaching out to the Ammon City Administrator to get more detailed information on all 3 of these projects by way of what the purpose of these projects are, what kind of benefit we hope to see, what the current timeline is of completion. If you have any questions, I guess I can say, if you have any questions about that you would want me to relay to the city administrator that I can report back on in my future editions of Construction Business TV, leave those questions in the comment section below the video, and I'll pass those along for you. Okay, so Midway and Sunnyside scheduled to be closed for repairs here in 2 days, the 22nd of September. Crews are going to be performing road repairs at Sunnyside and Midway. While repairs are made, Midway is going to be closed at Sunnyside. The city thanks you for your patience during this construction project as well. Okay, before I hit my third story, I am going to mention and remind you guys once again, if you don't yet know, I have a second playlist. It's the Idaho Falls Auditorium series on YouTube. During this playlist, I go on site every month to month for the past 13 months now for the construction of the Mountain America Center. I talk exclusively with Rob Spear, I talk with Malone Bullock, with Bateman Hall, and I talk with Hudson. First name's completely escaping me. Hudson is his last name. He's the general manager for the Mountain America Center. And we go behind the scenes and see all the different components that go into building of infrastructure of this size. So you can follow. I have a link in the description below this video where you can, hey, we got some people watching live. Hey guys. I have a link in the description below the video. You can follow that playlist, and we're going to be opening that facility here on the 28th, I believe, the 28th of November. So we're very much on schedule for that grand opening of the Mountain America Event Center. Stay tuned for that. Let's close this off with story number 3. Okay, story number 3 is the Crowley Road repairs, scheduled to begin on the 26th. So that is next Monday. Adding a little bit of difficulty to the local residents who need to alternate their commutes to work. They're already being blocked off from Ammon Road. They're going to have a temporary block on Crowley Road as well. And that is what it is. I appreciate, on behalf of the city, on behalf of the contractors, I appreciate your patience at this time. So beginning Monday, September 26th, a portion of Crowley Road between Sunnyside and East 21st is going to be closed to all traffic other than homeowners. Obviously, they are going to have access to their homes throughout the construction. So this construction is going to begin at the intersection of Crowley and Majestic View Drive. It's going to move north until it hits 21st, then it's going to move east down 21st Street. The full project is expected to last through the month of October. So the city is asking you to please use alternate routes, follow detour signs in the area, and travel with care. Again, I am in the process of making a connection with the Ammon City Administrator to get more information on what the purpose of this construction is, what benefits we expect to see, and how long through the month of October is how we expect to see this project go. I can give you an update as I get more information on how feasible that timeline is, because it's always, obviously, barring unforeseen circumstances. We all know that. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you so much for your subscriptions, for your participation in following me as I take you week by week on all of the construction projects and development projects going on in the Idaho Falls area. If you haven't yet, make sure you like the video. If you appreciate the content that I provide every week, make sure you follow Construction Business TV, subscribe to us on YouTube, and hit the notification bell. Thank you guys again for your time and your support, and you guys drive safe.